people who should not dwell in tarot cards, or people who tarot cards are not for them. Now, I'm not trying to ruin your dreams. I'm not trying to not encourage you in any way. I'm not trying to judge you in any way. I'm just telling what I think from my own point of view, from something that I have observed in recent years, and something I think that is maybe correct, but again, from my own perspective. So, there are types of people who I think are wasting their time in this interesting sphere. But again, there are no rules. Everyone who wants to study tarot cards basically can do it, and that's it. But not all the people in the world are actually dwelling in that field, because it is not for everyone. And we should really accept that it is not for everyone. I don't want to be sound like I'm saying you should and you should not. I don't like it, because I'm a person who hates restrictions. But this is again just my opinion. So, people who are those new agers, people who are all about love, peace and light, who have these pink glasses, who see the world only in pink colors, those people will not be a great tarot readers. Those people will have difficulties. They can make money, they can read cards, but they will not be a very good card reader. And why I'm saying this? Because people who are denying the existence of the dark side, they should not really dwell in tarot cards. You really should take off your pink glasses. You really should be grounded and to see and to understand that there is evil, there is a murder, there is cheating, there is shitty things that are happening in our existence, and you should accept that. And people who don't want to see this, those new agers who think that everything is just angels and vibrations, they are denying the beautiful aspects of tarot cards. They are blocking the possibilities of tarot cards. They just blind. And you can see those people online, of course, especially in pick a card readings. This is really something that is like a vomit to me. Although I'm doing this, I'm doing pick a card readings, and I still have like indecisive thoughts about this. But again, in my pick a card readings, I'm trying not to sugarcoat things. All of those love, peace and light, crystal, vibration, angel people, they can be those people, but they really should understand that there is shitty things in the world. Another type of people who not should dwell in all of this, not really not should dwell, again, people who are too mystical and too magical. People who are starting their journey, starting to learn the system already from some mystical, magical points of view and superstitions, and don't touch this, don't do this, you have to light a candle, you have to light incense, you have to be very mystical, very, very magical. Again, those people are blocking the possibility of tarot cards. Because sometimes those people try to bring all the people into this magical world of, I mean, as a tarot reader, they will probably say all the negative things is because of witchcraft, love spell, evil eye, negativity, and all of that bullshit. If you're viewing the world only with that perspective, Again, you're blocking all the possibilities of the tarot cards. Not all people in the world are suffering from evil eye, witchcraft, and all of those things. So over mystifying, over magical, over sorcery, over all of those things can make a person not really a good reader. So especially if you're starting your journey with tarot cards, as I said in my previous video, you should really be very clean-headed. You should have like a clean thoughts, clean point of view, without any superstitions, magical world, without all of that mess. Another thing is, for instance, a very young woman, for instance, she's 26, and all her life was very basic, maybe of socializing, studying something, parties, guys, girlfriends, shopping. Nothing horrible never happened to her. For example, she did not had any traumatic experience. She did not suffered from psychological traumatic experience. Like nothing special ever happened to her. She had this pretty good life. So how this 26 years old girl can understand a woman that have 4 children, that was raped, that hates her husband, that had something horrible happened to her, how that girl can understand the dark side of life when she did not have anything traumatic that happened in her life? You see, so that will make her a very weak tarot reader, because people who are actually, I think, dwelling in tarot cards, they are already people who have like something going on with them, which is great. They probably had something not really good happened in their past, so this is how they're trying to maybe deal with that or search for answers, and they can see both sides of life. They can see the good, they can see the dark. And this is why those girls or people who not really had anything special happening in their lives in terms of nastiness, they will be a weak tarot readers. Again, I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not saying that you cannot read cards. You can actually be very good tarot reader, but still there is something in you that's supposed to be a bit dark. Something inside of you should understand the dark side of people outside, because people who are coming to you to readings, they are not all of them searching for soulmates. There are people who are coming for readings with really dark things. So you should understand that. This is why not every person on planet Earth is actually read cards. Everyone can read cards. But again, if you want to be really a good tarot reader, you probably already have something dark in you, which is really good. Another thing, people who should not really dwell in that, those are religious people. People who are trying to prove that tarot cards are religious, they're Christian, or tarot cards are very Judaic. They are always trying to search their own God in the cards, trying to prove, like, look, there is Kabbalah, look, there are Hebrew letters, it is really according to my religion, it is really according to my God. Those people are again becoming fanatic people. They have inner conflict. I think it's tiring to always search for your God or for your religion in those cards, because honestly, the cards are very elemental. Yes, you can put Christian motifs on the cards. You can put Judaic motifs on the cards. You can put Buddhist motifs on the cards. You can do whatever you want, because it depends on your life view of how you view life. But you are becoming fanatic, and many authors are actually doing that. They're putting their own point of view, which is fine. There is nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand this, who puts and why and blah blah blah. Never mind, I just deviated from what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that over religious people really, I don't know why you're doing this. How can you be like a great reader if you always have your religion on you, if you're afraid, if you have fears, if you're always trying to search your God in the deck? Like, there is inner conflict that is not resolved. So those people, again, I think not really a great readers. They can be good, but you should be free. You should be very free. And the best readers are people who have free point of view. They are just very open-minded. They are not in the box of religion, fears, or pin glasses. Because you have to understand that thinking that everything is good and think positive is a very fanatic way of viewing the life, because it's not correct. If you always want to see everything in a very positive way, I think it's time to go to the psychologist and resolve the darkness that is maybe hidden inside of you, that you try to hide and bury under. So anyways, thank you for watching. See you in my next videos. If you have any questions, write at the comments.